Marble Squad, and welcome back to our channel. So I changed up the scenery a little bit. I came to the guest room because I feel like we never filmed in here before. But ignore the mess. Our closet over here is broken. Well, the door is broken. I got clothes all in here. This is like my storage room, even though I need to like clean it up. I've been cleaning all weekend. So if you guys didn't know, I have actually been home alone for the first time ever. Like, I have never been home alone by myself ever. This is the first time. Bill is out in Sebring for the races this weekend. He gets back, when you guys see this, he'll already be back. But it has been a journey. It's been crazy. Like, I can't believe like I faced one of my biggest fears, and my biggest fear is like sleeping alone in a house. I don't know, it just freaks me out. But we have security, we have, you know, alarm systems, like we have so many things that keep us protected. So I felt very safe, and it was such a like good time to kind of have like me time, because I feel like, you know, I have been down the last week, which is why I really wanted to like kind of like have a girls talk video with you guys, because you guys are my family and I want to be more raw and open about things. And I feel like these type of videos are really good to be like real and raw, because this past week I had been absolutely down in the dumps. Like, my motivation was at its lowest, and I think the main reason too was because I wasn't really tan. I have been outside tanning for this like last week, and I already am like getting bronzed up. Obviously I haven't been tanning my face as much, because I will get into that in a minute, but already am feeling so much more confident. I am actually like really pumped for this week to like get ready again, to like get the motivation to film, to like be on camera, because sometimes I just feel like when your mental health's low, you don't want to do anything and you don't want to get out of bed. And I don't know, I feel like I've just been very depressed. But honestly, it was really good that I was able to have this weekend to myself and kind of like just lay outside, you know, do some skincare things, and, you know, just do things for me. It was honestly a very good relaxing weekend, and I am just so thankful for it. So yeah, I just want to be like open and talk about everything that's been going on and give you guys advice, and like this kind of like us on FaceTime hanging out. And that's why I said I really like these videos, so make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. If you guys haven't yet, make sure you go down and hit that subscribe button and join the Marble family. Hi Tho! Want to say hi to the Marble Squad? Oh my god, he is so cute right there. It's also super important to follow us on Instagram, because this is where we get all of your questions. I asked you guys on Instagram to ask me questions for today's video. You guys have had a lot of good questions that I feel like I really want to answer and talk about with you guys today, because I just feel like we haven't gotten personal in a while. So let's get personal. First question is, what is your skincare routine? How is your acne? How do you deal with acne? Just everything skin. So that is one of the biggest reasons my motivation was down. I honestly just forgot to mention that was like the main focus. Ever since I moved to Florida, well, pretty much ever since I got off birth control, like I think it was like 3 years ago I got off birth control, that's when I noticed my acne was starting to rise, and like I would get flare-ups and I would get stuff on my chin, on my cheeks, and it was like to the point where it made me depressed. Like there was a point where I am just literally so distraught and like defeated. It was like to the worst it's ever been. That's when I moved out to Florida, so I thought maybe it was like the Florida air, my body needed to adjust, which it could have honestly been a mixture of everything and like the hormonals. But when you get off birth control, which personally for me, to talk about birth control, I personally had not a good experience. I will say my skin was the clearest it's ever been, but I just feel like birth control, you know, it works for some people, but I know in the long term it's actually very bad for you. And that's why I personally got off, because I felt like I was dying when I was on it. Like I would have these weird like heart problems, and like I literally one day told Bill, I'm like, we gotta go to the hospital. I'm like, I don't feel right. But then I snapped out of it and calmed myself down, but it was like to the point where I needed to get off this medicine. So that's when I got off birth control 3 years ago, that's when I saw like my flare-ups. This past year I've been battling it, but recently my skin has been pretty clear. Now, this last week I woke up with a really bad flare-up. Let me show you guys. So I got a peel here. As you can see, I had a really bad flare-up. I have some on my chin right here. I have some right here. My forehead's pretty good so far, but I did just get a peel to help like tone this down and get it away as much as possible. And I love my skin girl. She is absolutely amazing, and I'm so happy I found her here in Florida. If you guys haven't, go check her out. She's the best. She's been helping me with my flare-up acne. I feel like now I've been really trying to get my skin right. So pretty much I was using Proactiv. I used Proactiv for the longest time, but honestly, for the long run, I know Proactiv is not good for your skin. It can cause like early aging. It's very harsh chemicals on your face, and I've been trying to like steer away from it. So ever since Friday, I have been using Face Reality. I use the facial cleanser, and then I use PCA. I'll use like the creamy cleansers and the toners and the serums and the moisturizers. I really like their brand. So far, I really like PCA and Face Reality, and I've heard amazing things about it. I also might be taking Pore Favor, I think that's the name of it, supplements. It's like an acne supplement. I'm kind of looking into it more. I haven't officially decided yet, but that's pretty much my skincare. I'm pretty much gonna really be trying to clear this up, especially before the wedding, because I do not want bad acne during the wedding. So I'm gonna try my hardest this year to get my skin right, get back to a good skincare routine, and pretty much every morning and night I do the same steps. And also make sure you guys are adding sunscreen. Sunscreen is key to early aging and to make sure that your skin stays pure as long as possible. And I feel like I never took that seriously until recently. With the confidence level of acne, just know you're beautiful, and especially in your 20s, it is normal to break out. It is normal to have hormonal acne. It is normal to have cyst acne, just everything. Just know you are beautiful and you got this. Like, yes, it's a struggle, and yes, it's hard, and it feels like you're defeated, but just remember, like, everyone goes through it and you're not alone. And that's why I want to spread awareness, to show like, yeah, I might wear makeup and I might cover this up, but underneath it, yes, I do have acne flare-ups. I do have acne breakouts. Like, this is real life. Like, this is what happens. So right now I'm in the process of getting it toned down, so I'm excited. So I kind of hope that helped anyone who is struggling with acne. This is a good question. Have you ever kissed a girl? Yes, I have kissed a girl before. I feel like back in high school when I would get super drunk with my friends, you know, you give them like a pet kiss. I feel like that's so normal. I don't know, I just feel like when you're really close to someone, you like kiss your friends. And I've made out with girls before, yes, I have. But I never had that like sexual drive where I wanted more. It was mostly just me having a good time, and like I would just kiss them and make out with them, and like it would just be funny for like a dare, or like just to be funny. I don't know. That's just what I used to do in high school. I used to like kiss all my friends. So yes, I have kissed a girl and I liked it. No, I'm just kidding. What color theme is your wedding? So we did talk about this in our last Q&A about our wedding. Pretty much the color scheme is gonna be like pinks, neutrals, kind of like boho, but also classy vibes. I'm in the process right now of getting my florist, and he is like one of the best people in the Southwest Florida, and I am so excited to work with him. I'm so freaking excited. I hope everything goes great. He said he was available for the wedding, so I am so excited. We're gonna make dreams come to life. But pretty much my bridesmaids will be in this like pretty blush bubblegum pink, and I had all my bridesmaids pretty much in the same dress and shoes, just because I wanted to look seamless and I wanted to look really nice and elegant. So pinks, golds, neutrals, like you guys will see it all. It's gonna be so freaking beautiful, and I'm so excited for you to take you guys along our wedding and just everything. We got the greatest photographer and videographer. Like, oh my gosh, dreams are about to come true. And I think that's also why I've been breaking out. I've been super stressed with like wedding planning, even though it's been fun. Do not get me wrong, it's been fun, but I feel like with everything going on, with traveling, with wedding planning, with getting content up for you guys, and just everything, it's a lot. And I think that's why I have my hormonal acne, because I have been constantly like trying to keep up with everything. But just an FYI guys, I have been feeling a lot better. I'm actually very motivated again, and I'm really excited for Bill to get home and get back into schedule. Any tips for a teenager girl having horrible period cramps? So I've struggled with really bad period cramps, and I did go on birth control, and that really did help. But I feel like as the mother figure I want to be to you guys, I definitely say, depending on how bad your periods are, stay away from birth control. Because when you get off of that, I have never experienced worst period pains in my life. Like, it was worse after I got off birth control, and I was in so much pain. It would knock me down. I literally couldn't even get out of bed. I had to cancel work when I would work a normal like 8 to 5 job. Like, it was so hard. But for me, what helps me is I take Advil. I'll take like 3 Advils just for like the first day, and I take that every like 4 to 6 hours, and I would do like a heating pad. I relax. Working out will also really help you. Like, just being active really helps your period in general. It helps like the cramps, and I noticed like working out has really made my periods not as bad as they used to be. But you know, like, take it easy the first day. There's a lot of different ways that can help you with your period. There's definitely different pills. It just depends on the severity of your periods, but just know it is normal and it's a part of life. And I tell myself every day, it's crazy how I have to do this once a month for the rest of my life. Well, until you get older, but it's just freaking wild. This is a good one. What are some ways to stay clean down there? So it's crazy crazy because I've been learning more about like, you know, self-care and cleaning and all that stuff. And there's a lot of different like views on, you know, cleaning down there and how to clean down there. A lot of girls on TikTok talk about how you should only use water, which yes, I get that, but I still feel dirty if I just use water. So what I use is a Summer's Eve. That's a very good thing to keep like your pH balance really well, and it smells so good. It's not really good to use like scented soaps down there because I feel like it just throws off your pH balance. So if you want a good like product to use down there, use Summer's Eve. It has changed the game for me. Like, it is the best. But it's like there's so many different things like for different people, and it's like crazy how some people can just literally go in the shower and rinse off with water and they'd be fine. Like, I can never. I still feel dirty. I have to use soap, whether that's Summer's Eve. And you know, for a while I was using my Bath and Body Works soap, which I know I'm gonna get roasted in the comments, but I just need soap down there. I just feel like that's just nasty to me. I still feel dirty. But Summer's Eve has changed the game. That's not even sponsored. Like, that is like genuinely what I use down there. I think it's like the green bottle, or it's like the coconut looking one. I don't know, but it smells freaking amazing. Get your hands on one, because I'm telling you, you're down there will be very happy. How does it feel to be a fiance? So I don't have my ring on right now because I just was outside tanning, I showered, and I just haven't put it on yet. But being a fiance has been the best. It's so crazy that I am one, and just picturing like our wedding, and like I've dreamt of this my whole life, and it's so crazy that I'm about to literally be a wife. Like, I don't know, it's just wild. I'm so excited. It's been so much fun. I'm trying to soak in this year of being a fiance because I really do believe that Bill is the person for me forever, and he is the person that I have been waiting for, and I just love him so much. He's so caring and loving, and I feel like every woman deserves a man like that. Every woman deserves someone who puts you first, puts your priorities first, and just makes you feel loved, but also you gotta do the same thing for them too. Yeah, it's been a journey, and I have been loving every second of it. Is it normal to get an acne flare-up on your period? Yes, that is like the main source of flare-ups is your period, because you're going through hormones. Your hormones are out of whack. It's so common, and that's when I get really bad acne, is during my periods. So yes, that is totally normal. How are you so confident in yourself? It is so hard for me. It's crazy because I might look like I am super confident, but at the same time, there are days where it is hard. Like, there's days where I look at myself and I feel like I am so ugly, and I feel like I don't look good enough. I feel like even when I go to the gym, like I haven't been seeing results. It's just like mental things that you put yourself through sometimes, and that is normal. But then you come out of it and you're like, okay, you know what? I am beautiful. I am seeing progress. I'm feeling great. I look great. And, you know, just start loving yourself more. And it's okay when you get down on yourself and you feel like you're not the best, because that's normal. That's human. We stare at ourselves every single day. So we like nitpick everything about ourselves, but we have to remember that we are beautiful. God made us who we are, and to love ourselves more, because I feel like that is super hard, and I struggle with that sometimes. And just lately I have been eating better. I have been doing things that have been making me happy, even just going to lay outside for 10 minutes. Do things for self-care and like for your mind, because when you sit and do nothing, that's when your mind wanders. And when you're active and you stay active, honestly, it makes life so much more happy, and you're not sitting there picking away everything about yourself. And just know you are beautiful. Every size, shape, everything, anything about you is beautiful, and you just have to keep reminding yourself that. That's pretty much how I stay confident. Obviously, some days are better than others, but I just try to do things to keep my mind from wandering. Here's a good question. How was your high school experience? What it's like in a public versus private? I love you. I love you too, Casey. I was in a public school, and my high school experience was interesting. I did have a lot of friends. I had a lot of different groups, but I realized that was so much drama. If one group was fighting, the other group was fighting, or you would start tag teaming on someone, and it was just so toxic. My best advice is to have a small circle. I know in high school you have like those popular girls who are friends with everyone. Trust me, it is not worth trying to be up there, because most of the time those people that are up there, when they get out of high school, they are the same as you. They're not popular anymore. They're going to literally, you guys are restarting life and going into your career or whatnot. So like, try to remember, you don't have to have a big circle to fit in. Like, even if you have one friend, if I go back to school, I would have one solid friend and I would be content. And I feel like like I was so involved with the wrong crowd that it honestly was super toxic. And I'll tell you, I had a good high school experience too. Like, it was fun. I had a lot of fun, like hanging out, doing things with my friends and going to events and doing stuff like that. Like, it was fun, but I do not miss high school. I don't miss anything about it. I don't like how toxic it was. I feel like it was a waste of time. It just drags you down. And I know school now is even worse. I know kids are worse now. Like, it's crazy how unhappy people are in their lives that they have to drag someone else down, especially when they're doing something that they love. Like, it's crazy, but you have to remember that people who are unhappy with their life are gonna drag you down. And just know that they're unhappy in their own life, and that to keep going and to know that they're jealous of what you are doing. So they're gonna nitpick everything that you do because they don't want to see you succeed. But you know what the best karma is showing them that it doesn't affect you, and they will go off their own ways. Just try to stay more to yourself and don't feel like you have to fit in to be a cool girl. I wish that was something that I did when I was in high school. So stay true to yourself, keep your circle small, and don't feel like you have to fit into the high school society standards to fit in. Like, it's crazy seeing the girls at school now, like crop tops, like wearing all makeup. It's just crazy because it's never used to be like that. So yeah, that was pretty much my high school experience. It was interesting. How do you fix relationship if you get into a disagreement? So the biggest thing, if you guys get in a disagreement, to hear each other out and say, you know what, I'm sorry that I made you feel that way. I will make sure next time I don't do it again. Just like hearing the other person out and not trying to fight back and be like, no, you said this, no, you said that. Like, you guys have to level with each other and say, okay, this is the root of the problem. I wasn't perfect in that situation and you weren't perfect in the situation, so let's come together and figure out what we can do to fix that so that it doesn't happen again. And you know, that's a very good key of a disagreement, is communicating. If you have to step away for an hour before you come back and talk, it's definitely not good to talk when you're super mad. Like, you definitely want to calm down, go your separate ways for a little bit, and then come back and talk about the argument, because I feel like when you're hyped up in that situation, it is so hard because you just want to but you have to take a step back, realize what just happened, and then come back together and solve whatever the issue was. And that is pretty much how me and Bill go through our disagreements. We just come together and we discuss what we did wrong and we try to fix it for next time. Okay, this is gonna be my last question because I feel like I've been rambling forever now. Tips for friendships in your 20s. And I feel like this is a very good question to leave off on. For me, I've come to my life where I have finally found the people in my life that I want to surround myself with. And I feel like it's so hard to find like a good solid friend, but you know, you want to be friends with people who are going to lift you up, who have similar interests in you and have the same goals and drive. Because if you're friends with somebody who doesn't push you to do better, or isn't supportive of you, or who isn't, you know, trying to get you to do better, it's hard to have a really good relationship with them, because you want someone to pick you up when you're down. You want someone to be there for you through everything, through thick and thin. And I feel like I have found the best people in my life, and I am so thankful for that. I'm surrounded by people that are motivated and who have the same drive as me and who lift me up when I feel down, who are literally like family to me. So it is hard to have relationships in your 20s, but when you find the right people, it's the best time of your life. Like, it really is to have a good solid friend. And I'm just so thankful for the people that I do have in my life and the support that I have with them, and you know, the time that they take to make sure I'm okay. And it really does feel good, because I feel like I've struggled with friends in the past, and you know, people always come and go, and it sucks a lot. But I feel like I'm at that place in my life now where I feel very content and I'm very happy with my life and the people in my life, and I want to hold them close and tight, and I'm very thankful. So my biggest tip is to find people who are going to lift you up and who don't drag you down, who don't make fun of you, who lift up your success and who are happy for you, because I feel like some people are very jealous in friendships, and that is a big red flag. If a friend cannot be happy for you and because you accomplished something, and they try to be like, oh well, this and this and this, they're not good friends. You want people who are going to lift you up, who are going to make you feel good and are going to motivate you. That is the key to a good friendship. It really is. But you guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. It felt really good to kind of just talk and kind of have the house to myself to talk, because I feel like sometimes when Bill's around me, I get like nervous. I don't know why I do, but I do. And so it just felt honestly really good to kind of just have a little chat with you guys and answer some of you guys' questions. I wish I could answer every single one, because I could talk for hours, but I hope that was good. I feel like I'm not the best at communicating or talking sometimes, but I've been getting better, and I am just so thankful that I have you guys as my family. I'm so thankful for each and every every one of you for all your support and love. I'm super excited for Bill to get home. Stay tuned for all the videos this week. Make sure you guys comment down below video ideas that you guys would like to see on our channel, and we will see you guys in the next video. But until then, peace. Love you guys.